Alrighty. Hello, friends. This is my portable device setup for streaming. I am showing y'all this because I don't have a spare monitor with me. So this is fun. You get to see my stream manager. I gotta get my Twitch app on the phone so I can actually respond to people and see when they message. But hello, Twitch and or YouTube. Welcome to my stream. My name is Josh Goldberg. I'm a full-time independent open source maintainer working in the JavaScript TypeScript ecosystem. And I normally stream from home, but today I'm streaming from a hotel in beautiful Malaga, Spain, because I'm here for Way Web. Got my stuff set up. Life is good. My phone does not tend to last very long, so I'm just gonna plug that in. Today I'm going to be working on github.com, Joshua K. Goldberg, create-typescript-app, which is my nice default template for TypeScript repositories. Closing off all my other unrelated stuff that's open. I'm primarily going to be trying to get through its PR review queue. So let's move that. So there are 5 pull requests that are open right now. 2 from me, 1 from a new contributor, Aslam Ahad, or Mohammed, and two from, well, folks who sent in things a while ago, and I asked if they have any changes they'd like to make. It's been, I think, 5 days since I last pinged these folks. So I'm just waiting on them. Last week, was it 6 days ago? November 15th days. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll close these if nobody says anything. But yeah, so I like to review contributors' pull requests before my own because that's a nice little courtesy. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin this to the chat. And I always update my social media profiles. So send that little auto message there. Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Twitter. First up, reviewing a first PR from it's Mohammed on Twitter. If you know agency, yes. Making sure I follow him. Yes. Oh, he's not on Blue Sky though. What was this pull request? Oh yeah. That's right. So I can dive into this in a moment. Nice forward testing. And boop, boop. Here we go. Okie dokie. So what's going on here in this change? Why am I happy about this pull request? How's life? Who am I? What's going on? All right, so pull request 1048. Nice number there. Currently pinned to the chat, I believe. Yep. Verify changes on allowed files according to the template. This resolves issue 546. End-to-end hydrate test should still verify expected changes to files are correct. By the way, if you can't hear me, please let me know. I think I got the audio levels in this OBS situation working so that as I talk it works, but it's a new mic. Well, not new, but relatively newer mic. Travel setup's always hard. I also see that I've been slowly sinking into the seat. Yeah, so right now there are some end-to-end tests in the repo create, migrate, initialize, the 3 ways that it might be run, 3 modes. For each of them, they run the mode with some kind of test coverage, I believe, and then assert on the expected results. I think migrate is the one that is most relevant here, where Connor, hello, welcome. How's it going? So yeah, migrate test end to end. What does this do? It runs, let's see, base everything mode migrate. So it runs create TypeScript app in migration mode on the current repo on itself. It gets the git status, and then make sure that all the expected changes are there and only the expected changes are there. So like random files aren't modified by running migrate, which would be the case if like a template file is out of sync from normal stuff. Hi, Connor. Yes. Yes, I am in a hotel room. I'm here in Malaga, Spain, which is exciting. And I'm here for Way Web Fellow Conference. You know, let me post it in the chat actually. Wayway.web.com. Agrippina, welcome. Hello. Thanks for chatting. How's it going? I always forget to mention if anyone has any questions they want to ask, things they want to bring up, talk about, I'm always happy to chat. Open source, dev, etc. TypeScript. Yeah, so basically right now this migrate makes sure that only this set of files, this like barely more than 10, this dozen of them is changed, but it doesn't make sure what's actually changed. Like it doesn't make sure that the changes to, let's say, ESLint ignore are the actual expected ones, which is what 1048 should fix. So let's see. All right, so just going through the changes here. Let's see. So ignoring the fact that they're importing something, I can look into that soon. They're being a little more dynamic with how this is getting called here. Base everything. Okay, so it's like a args object. Let me actually check out the PR locally. Ooh. Interesting. This looks like a typo here. In fact, duplicate key from the ESLint no dupe keys rule. So, oh, you know what? I probably have to approve and run. Yes. So all of this is just like ancillary for now. We'll see later if it ends up being relevant. So then we exec a command with the argster. So that's just, yeah, more readable. Then we get modified files, which instead of mapping to match split on, I always forget what is backslash lowercase s, any white space. Okay, I always forget if it's lower or upper. That's white space. So actually, we're just removing the filter. Oh, interesting. This is a super interesting approach. Changes in allowed path and not reflect. Oop, typo. Reflected. Actually, wait. I don't like commenting things that are also caught by like the CI stuff. So lint should have caught duplicate key. Yep. And reflected, the typo should have been caught by cspell, the spell checker. Yep, there we go. Beauty of CI. Let's see here. Interesting. If so, we still complain as we were before if there are unstaged modified files that aren't expected to be changed. Yep. But before that, or in addition to that, we are also checking that for each allowed path of allowed unstaged modified files. Okay, so what we're doing is we're taking files expected to be changed, which is, where is that defined? That's still defined here. And we're comparing that against create. This actually, I think, makes sense and is a pretty reasonable way of doing things. So we're So actually, I'm just going to go ahead and move this up here. So create root files is the function that creates the files that are expected to be changed, or just like creates the template files. And now we're making sure that of all the files that are expected to be changed, it's the exact changes that are mentioned in the temp. So we're just making sure that the read file is the same. I don't. The approach is clever, but I'm not a huge fan. I think in general of having tests assert that the results are whatever the source was supposed to be based on the source. Like we're supposed to test that the source is working. So if we base the test off the source, we're not actually really testing anything. And I think actually an example of why that's not great is here actually in this PR, because email GitHub and email npm, like the root files didn't catch an issue. Like this is a typo. This is a bug in the test. It should be npm, I would think. Unless, is it like currently an issue in the repo that it says? Oh no, it does say npm or GitHub at. Okay. So yeah, I think it's a clever approach. I'm just not a huge fan of this. Oh, sorry, I'm going to be slow in noticing the chat. Hey, Emma. Hey, Chrissy. Thanks for hopping on, you two. How's it going? I'm, to answer the FAQ, I am in a hotel room in Malaga, Spain for Web. I am reviewing the pins message, pull request 1048 on create-typescript-app, which adds some testing to make sure that when you run the migrator on the repo, only a certain known set of changes is there. And I'm seeing the way they do that is they're generating what's supposed to happen based on the source code, the create root files function. But I think basing the test on the code it's supposed to test is a recipe for bugs. This is a really interesting. So this is a. So now I'm reviewing. This is a nifty approach. Basing the expected output files on the function that's meant to Fortunately, that sets up. What have you been up to, Chrissy? It's been a little while. My streaming has been rather unreliable, unfortunately. Sets up circular dependency. We're basing the expected files on source, setting up the test for expected. Theme source is essentially what we're trying to test. Oh, that's contribution to job search. That's good stuff. Evergreen goodness there. Hope it's going well. Both parts. Is it cop? I think there's. Yeah, I don't see a way around having this test file explicitly list out the expected changes. Yeah. They should be pretty minimal and not too many lines per file. Yeah, so I mean, this is fine otherwise. It works. Doesn't really break things, but oh, congrats. How does it feel to get that first paid gig? Good start. Thanks for looking into this. I think the general strategy is mostly implemented well, but the strategy itself, I think, is going to need to be reworked. What do you think? Yep. I always, whenever I change or like suggest a change in strategy, like rethink the whole thing, I always like asking, what do you think? Because you never know. Maybe I'm wrong. So, reviewed. Ooh, notification. Chances it's a dependent bot. Ah. It's TypeScript ESLint stuff to get after if I have time at the end of this stuff. All right. Looks like there are some CI failures. You'll want to fix them up. Docs under GitHub. Development docs should be helpful in pointing out the tools. If anything's unclear, let me know. Nope, typo. Has anyone here tried to compile Rust SDL2 to WASM? Nope, never tried. Good luck. Oh, that's awesome. Yay. That should feel awesome. That's awesome. All right, on to the other. I did post this. What? Yeah. All right, next up is auto mode. Moving on to my own draft PRs now. I'm hoping to get them working. For auto mode, PR1 of 2, auto mode. So you don't have to, so I don't have to constantly retype characters when playing with the scripts. Yeah, so right now I use this template a lot, create-typescript-app. And whenever I want to migrate an existing repo, it prompts, oh, what do you want the title to be? What do you want the description, the owner of the repo? Demian, hello, welcome. And where was it? Here we go. It's kind of annoying. There's 4 things that always get asked for, and although I can like auto suggest what's normally used, issue 1042 describes why, it would be nice if I could just have it go automatically. If the title is auto detectable, let's say from the README or the package JSON, just go for that. Title, description, owner, repo. So I started working on this. I was offline. I did a lot offline. Actually, that reminds me, I have a couple of repos I need to push to GitHub. I started working on it, and it mostly works, but then all the end-to-end tests fail. I'm like, what the heck is this? What's going on? I'll get reset hard hat. Did I pin this? Already pinned. Yep. GHPR checkout. This thing. Checkout. Git pull, PMPMI, PPM build, watch. So let me actually zoom in. Sorry, I normally try to remember to do this. The fact that no one said anything is probably a good sign. All right, what is this test failure? Let's look at creation. And I'm getting a command failed with execode 13. What is execode 13? Okay, so node script create test e2e.js. Installing packages. What organization or user will the repository be under? So this comes up in the shared function read options, where if we don't have an options already, so let me just log that. Existing options. And let's create test end to end. So about to RF repositories. I'm just putting in some logs here. About to RMRF. Did RMRF. Finished running command. And now we have the running command. All right. So we RMRF, and then we run all the... Sorry. We run all these different commands. And the existing options do include everything, including title. So that's good. So we're in this part, the run node bin index.js, blah, blah, blah. This is using a very nice command line tool, C8, that lets you run a node script with coverage computation. So we're saying check the coverage of the source directory for unit tests, like if you run like jest or btest with -- coverage. So this is create. It's doing its cleanups, which I do have a task somewhere to clean up to make run faster. And I don't understand why this would say it failed, because it seems to have succeeded locally. Existing title, test title. So why would it say this failed? I'm confused. Ran under 2 seconds. All right, so I don't know why it's broken. So I'm gonna get status RMRF. I'm just gonna push all these logs up to the add logs for debugging in CI. Unfortunately, this just happens sometimes. Like there's no way to understand failures that are different on CI versus local. Sometimes you just have to do the old log in production step. I didn't post this online. Irksome. Well, in the meantime, I can get the other PR queued up, which is drop dependency on GH. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a little teaser that was coming up next. But in the meantime, auto mode. Why is auto mode? Did I not push? Oh shoot, I pushed to the wrong branch. Oh my god. Ah. Sorry. That's incredibly awkward. Oh my gosh, I forgot to check out the... That explains. That explains why it's borked. Yeesh. Oops. So I build one. Push the wrong branch. Oopsies. Ugh, now I have to go to the PR and explain. Sorry, I pushed the wrong branch. Wrong branch. Will I be doing TypeScript ESLint PRs today? I recently found out about your channel. It's sad that you have reviewed some of my PRs on the stream in the past. What fun. That is fun. Thanks for sending PRs, Captain Kirk. I appreciate it. I want to get through this stuff. I don't want to stream for too long, so I might. I think I saw there were a couple notifications. Yeah, and then I know there are some like issues in pull requests in the triage queue. I'm a little not swamped, but like low availability this week, but I should get back to them soon. Let's hope. Ah, I'm tickled that you would ask. Thank you. What did you send out of curiosity? All right, so get status. You can see my entire screen. I don't have a second monitor, so LOL. All right, so what I wanted to do was do the same commit, but on this branch. Lady Blue Notes, welcome. Oh no. Oh no. Syntax error, unexpected token. What did I break? Oh. Oopsies. existing options. So, aha, this means that I can, I'm just going to add all, get reset hard head. I am in España, sí. I've been saying this phrase the most annoying way possible, sí, the whole time. Yeah, I'm in Malaga, Spain for WeiWei hence the potato quality webcam and such. But it's nice here. I like it. I've had a good amount of pleasant experiences so far. Yeah, EU is nice. Not enough water, though. Places don't serve water the way they do in the United States. I just get dehydrated when I'm over here, but otherwise it's lovely. Yeah, Captain Kirk, please do keep sending those PRs. That makes me happy. Lady Blue Notes. I saw you. I think you had a blog post. I think I have it in my my phone on the when I have a chunk of time I want to look into it. All right, so it's PM run. What's the name of it? Test creates. It's a beef. Oh, love a good beefy blog post. Aha. Here we go. I see the issue now. So, better a beefy blog post than a lean one. Yeah. So in the CI job, this is failing with like, oh, you're prompting, but this is CI, so we can't. Why are we prompting? And I see here that it's prompting, and there is an owner. What organization? Huh. So under the get prefill or prompted value helper, which is name, auto, message. Let me just log those out. Boop, 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 boop. So auto is false. Message is whatever. Name is owner. Aha. Auto. I see what I forgot to do. In the code that tries to get a value that's pre-filled or should be prompted, forgot to also return default value. That's great. And also I can just reset hard head everything. Oh yeah, sorry, Emma. I'm. It's like 9 o'clock here. I don't normally stream this late, and I forget how annoying it is for people to listen to me be unclear and vague. Yeah. You can get free water. That's like a law, right? Like it's an EU thing. But no, it's just not the same. Like they give you these tiny little glasses of water, and then you have to ask for it. And what I've started doing is just like buying giant things of water when I remember from grocery stores, and I haven't done it yet this trip. The US does give free water. Everyone gives free water, but in the US, this is the smallest, dumbest thing for me to complain about. I recognize this is not an intelligent conversation, and I'm sorry for pulling us into this. No, it's just that like in the US, I'm used to getting like giant things of water, and like sometimes they'll even bring you like a giant bottle. In here, like anything more than the little thing you have to pay for. That's my experience. The stupidest complaint. It's also that I'm used to just being at home and having like an actual jug with a lemon and ice cubes at my desk at all times. So provides a return when placeholder function provided. Okay, so actually this test is wrong. It's that provides the placeholder. Wait a second. Pre-fill prompt auto name, auto message. So default value is. So yeah, mock tests should not have been called. And then const actual equals expect actual to be placeholder. Wait, Lady Blue Notes, where are you? Are you in Sweden? You and Emma hanging out? You can ask for a jug of water? Okay, you're in Canada. That's interesting. I might try that actually. Oh right, it's actual This function doesn't return the literal anymore. It's error undefined value placeholder. Here we go. Yay! Everything passed. I don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but we're near an old church. And up till 10 o'clock p.m., so up until 1 hour from now, the bells ring on the hour. Return if default, right? So what I changed was you should always return immediately if there is a default value, in addition to the case of just always return immediately if you're in auto mode. Value 2. So that should fix things. And close the issue. Ready for review. I feel pretty confident that fixes stuff. Just to be sure, pm run test create. Let's see what happens. Just real quick since I have it up locally. Past creating repository structure. All right, so I think that means it's running. That's good. Should have gotten a jug of water next to me now. That was a mistake. Let's see what happens faster, my local install or the CI install. What's going on there, GitHub? Ugh, I hate how long these things take. Aha! I have an issue to clean this up. But then, yeah, another one I think I might have mentioned that is for looking into performance. But oof, there is some stuff to improve. Ah, yeah, looks like it is running. This is great. So hopefully it'll pass and then I'll be able to merge. Oh, I think CI is winning here. The CJS build of Vite's Node API is deprecated. Who's complaining about this? Happening when I run knip. Interesting. Does that happen pm knip if I do it from the root? Oh, it's pm lint knip. Okay, well, I'll pass. Hooray! The file diffs, I added the auto option. Bin index, prompt for mode also takes in whether we're in auto. There's a test for that because prompt for mode, if you're auto and input isn't migrates. Actually, yeah. When auto existent input is not migrate, okay. Args add one for auto. The tests and get refill or prompted option source data changed. Yep. The option schema auto is now an optional boolean. So there you go. And if we, oh yeah, this was a whole thing. Instead of just directly doing options dot whatever or equals get the refill, there's an option, and then if it has a value, option repository, and then if not options dot repository, then you return the complaint because there might be an error. And at the very end, logline. If you were an auto and you didn't return complaining before, then you can say what you inferred. I don't particularly feel a need to add in, but I should, because I actually also autoed email and logo. So if, what was it? No, I'm just going to leave them as is. I don't think we need to be explicit about email. Or, yeah, email dot GitHub npm. And then we also have, okay, email is mandatory, right? And then if augmented options is logo. Logo is not mandatory. So if logo exists, then we do logo dot alt and logo dot source. Ugh. Gonna have to add tests for this, aren't I? Irksome. Is it passing otherwise? Who's complaining? CodeCup is complaining. I'm gonna go ahead and place a wild guess that it's read options, lines. Oh god, it's quite a few. Will GitHub tell me? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, right. There's also guide here. That's optional. EFG. Guide dot href guide dot title. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and extract this into its own function so I can test it directly. I don't particularly want to keep adding to this giant read options thing if I don't need. Move to a new file, which it, god dang it, that's not what I wanted to move. Read options.1, that's no. TypeScript, you irk me. All right, so log auto log inferred options. Let's go with that. Benefits using TypeScript, add all missing imports. Voila. Augmented options. What type is augmented options? So this is going to be a pick of options from types, and it's just going to be options. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Fewer things already. Nice. Log inferred options.test. I've seen people start to use like AI or whatever to generate these, but I don't know, call me a purist. Log line. I'm just gonna copy how I normally do these tests. Describe. What do we call this thing? Get over there, you. Since I haven't mentioned this in a little while, feel free if anyone wants to ask or talk about things to chat. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about? So let's see. I'm just gonna add two very basic tests. I'm not gonna add like a full set of ifs and elses for both guide and logo. It logs the base inferred values when only they exist. Log inferred options. I'm just gonna copy. Oh yeah, see this is why I just normally pick, use the pick tag, because I don't want to take all these things. So inferred options equals pick options, and then its description. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to do a fancy thing. I'm going to multi-select on all augmented options dot. I'm going to select to the right. I'm going to select all, paste there. Actually going to sort lines ascending, delete duplicate lines, and then multi-select all the lines to add in what I want. Hooray! So now I can satisfy as inferred options and just remove all the cruft that I don't want. Keywords. Ooh, yeah, I think I have an issue somewhere for inferring keywords. It's augmented options dot keywords. Oh yeah, so I get maybe the issue is inferring keywords. Yeah. Fun stuff. So don't need access or author. A lot of these don't actually get used. Fun, funding, keywords, mode. What are we missing here? Logo. Is logo required? It is options logo undefined. Why that is required? The only one I don't know or remember. So let's just make that optional. TSC watch, ppm, TSC watch. Read options. That's what I want. Options. Expect mock log line mock.calls. This is like to match inline snapshot. And then I previously had to mock chalk with this like make proxy thing. I'm going to extract that into a package eventually, because logline is logged with chalk things, and chalk behaves differently with CLI colors in CI versus locally. Very irritating to have to find that out the hard way once in a while. So start testing again. What the heck? Create TypeScript node comment parser. What? What is happening? What the hell is that? Do I have like an open repo or something? That's right. RM create TypeScript-app. That was that sub repo. Right. This should be simpler and cleaner. Read options 1 should just be read options. That's silly TypeScript rename. Oh my gosh. There we go. Much better. Okay. And mock log shared here. Aha. PM. So now, if I run test with -u, it will update snapshots, and voila, we got this nice auto infer defined values, description, test description, GitHub, blah blah blah. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. The logs additional for when they exist. Additional and when required when they all exist. So now, in addition to options, we have guide and logo. Guide has a href, example.com, title example guide. Logo has alt logo text source example logo. And we get guide.href, guide.title, logo.alt, logo source. You know, and the CLI, I think these are guide-href. No? Guide.star title? Okay. Yep, that's right. So it's guide and guide title. So it's, yeah, I'll just put, is it email, GitHub? Yeah. So it's logo and logo alts. So dash alts. And it updates. Hooray. Cool. Also, logo undefined. Let's see if I can get away with not including this. Nice. All these places. Now that logo can be undefined. wonder, does guide need to be defined according to the types too? No, guide can be optional. So let's get rid of that. See if that works. Can funding be undefined? Look at all these dead code thingies that I can get rid of now. Lovely. Love finding dead code. Funding. Can I get rid of all this crap? Wow, look at that. So many lines to delete. Love it. A lot of these were written back when options was requiring a lot of fields that I've since made optional. And in theory, I could do something to, I don't know, auto-generate values from options, or like add a shared helper for like stub options, stub fake options, whatever. In practice, don't really feel like I want to do that just yet, since I'm still modifying them a bunch. Changing the option shape seems premature. Now the real question will be, I'm not going to touch read options.test. That's a whole other thing. Can I do all this without updating any snapshots? Like if I look at all these changed files, will any snapshots be updated? So for each of them, I'm just going to make sure that it doesn't actually modify the test behavior. So far, so good. I almost forgot. Gotta take my sleeping pills. I'm gonna stop soon. Don't do drugs, kids. Unless, of course, they're over-the-counter drugs suggested to you by a doctor. Shout out my very clearly oh no, not yet expired. Unisom. Yeah, not yet expired. I can dry swallow pills. It's like one of my best talents. Moist man. Logo. Add tests and make logo optional. Yay. Yeah, not looking like I'm going to do any TypeScript BSLN stuffs tonight. Sorry. Oh yeah, looks like there's some stuff going on. I have to get to that tomorrow. Ugh, laptop's not charging. Should be fine. Okay, dokie. This is feet auto mode. Oh, I like how they say now like 13 lines are missing keywords. They used to not, I think. Good stuff. Yeah, 48 minutes in this session so far. Cool. All right. So I feel good about these changes so far. See, it's not net negative, is it? No, minus 218. Love all that red. All right. So while this is happening, I'm also gonna start context switching back and forth. I try not to do this too much in stream, but I also am limited in time and I don't want to take too long. So semi-context switching also to PR2 of 2, dropping the repos runtime dependency on the user having the very useful and awesome GH GitHub CLI installed. Yeah, so fun fact, I actually sent this PR because I wanted to get PR/issue number 1000 as something like cool and good rather than like a renovate style update. I just like, nice even numbers. And it's actually something I've been wanting to do for a while. But let's take a look at PR. Where's my manager? Switch all the context. YOLO. Yeah. 667. Yeah, so right now the repo, or the templating assumes that the user has the GitHub CLI GH installed. It's great. Like I use it for like checking out PRs and other things. But the problem is I don't want people to have have that installed globally to use my template. Like, that seems like a lot. And it's only used as a convenience. It's not like it's actually required. Other parts of the code actually do use like the OctoKit API, which is the more programmatic way of doing things. So I'm gonna drop the GH as per the branch title. Unfortunately, I only really barely got started on this. Really didn't get very far. So I actually have to get this working. Like, I didn't update any docs. I just like started touching like a few files, one file. Yeah, and then like a bunch of TypeScript type checks. Talking about Dev. It's been a little bit. Hello, welcome. Thanks for coming over. I'm just starting to context switch over to drop the GH. So that's fun. GH PR checkout 1000. So I'm still using GH, but this repo will no longer require it for users as a runtime dev. How's it going? So just starting on a full text case sensitive match. Nope, nothing actually mentions GH. So GitHub or git.stars CLI if I like need to GitHub or something. Yep. So you should no longer need CLI to github.com in order to run this. Yeah, congrats, Chrissy. CBID. Oh yay! It oh no, my other PR is good to go. So 1 missing line in types TS, that's okay. 8 missing lines in read options though. Not a huge fan. Ooh, whoa. What's going on here? Missing lines 8. Who's complaining? If options.auto. Oh yeah, I never actually added a do I want to? I think I really don't like this function. I'm going to merge as yellow. It's my repo. If I want to patch 89.47% coverage, it's my prerogative. It works. We merged. Yay. Nice little feature there. And now I have under 50 issues. So just 2 pages rather than 3. Or maybe 50 is the last. Anyway, last thing I'm going to work on today. Drop dependency on GH. So if you do a GH space search, note the space after, you can find all the places that GH is used. I'm going to exclude the tests for now. Okay, so here we go. I think I was working this offline, like couldn't even pm install, which was annoying. So first place, get GitHub user as options. Previously, we were running GitHub API user and parsing that with JSON. A little inefficient. Users dot get authenticated dot data. So user data dots name. No, that's what's the username in this thing? It's not ID, is it? That's number. Oh, I'll just look at the type. Public user. Actually, I think I should be able to go to like API GitHubUser.com, Joshua Kegel. You can see I like use this to creep on people sometimes. Joshua Kegel. Oh, it's login. I remember this. Data.login. Right there. So there we go. That's one down. Don't need to. Oh, and it even said GH user. I think GH user just gets the exact same one. So you do need to be authenticated to run this. Is there like octokit.rest.users is authenticate list? Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep the logic here. You know what? I should test this. So, you know what? I actually might not finish this now because it's already streaming almost an hour and I kind of want to go to bed. So I'll just move on. GH auth status. What does GH auth status do? We'll get that's right. Sorry. Ugh, this is gonna be annoying. I'm gonna save this one for last. The tool that creates the OctoKit. Okay, so GH label list. Instead of these, we want existing labels equals octokit dot whatever. That's the type for octokit, right? Capital O octokit dot rest dot repos dot labels label issues info finds labels in a repo, returns up to I don't really want to do a label search. I wish there was a way to get like GH repo labels. What is it again? GH label list. I wish like in the GitHub docs it just said what the backing API call is. GH label. Huh. GitHub API label list. Is there like a way to rest issues labels? Okay, here we go. Let's labels. Set labels. I don't want them for an list labels for a repo. And in JavaScript, it's a manual request. Fine. This is fine. Dot data. All right, so you get existing labels is an array of this thing, which includes ID, name, description. Description can be string or null. What is this? Then GH label data previously was description is always string. This is fine. And of course, there's no like standalone type for this. So, oh wow, look at that! I fix up the types and it's happy. Data. Ooh, yeah, let's get that little sweet syntax destructuring there. Cool. All right. Okay. So now I want to GH label. Okay, this is. Alien, I'm so sorry. I'm leaving in like a minute or two. Like now. Sorry. I'm so happy to see. I saw you posted another talk. Looked like it went well. More manual octokit calls. Hi. Yeah. Oh yeah, did I pin this? I always forget to. I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just create-typescript-app still going strong, by the way. Outcome.com. I'm just updating it to instead of use the GitHub CLI as a convenience. I mean, it is nice using the GitHub CLI. I just don't want users to have to depend on it. I'm just swapping over to slightly less convenient manual octokit calls. That's where I am with the template. It's actually going really nicely otherwise. Like the fact that I'm working on this kind of like cleanup thing is I think a good sign. Instead of GH label delete. Also, I'm mobile. I'm in Malaga, Spain. Hence the shenanigans here. I wonder if they like what the math is like, whether to like budget time to turn one of these like manual calls into like a more bespoke endpoint or whatever. Delete name outcome dot name or existing equivalent dot name. Are your object properties formatted by alphabet? Yeah, they are. Yeah, baby. It's the most annoying thing to have to do manually, and I know a lot of people don't like this, but I use ESLint plugin. Ooh, I haven't clicked on that link before. ESLint plugin perfectionist, and it brings me so much joy. The fact that the autofix means that I can like actually realistically do it. It's great plugin. Update a label. Let's see, color. What was it? Outcome. color, name, existing equivalent. Yeah, so it looks just from memory and reading this code. This is the code that massages your in the migration or initializing GitHub repo. It like edits existing labels or creates new ones or deletes to make them all standard. New name, outcome.name. Description, outcome.description. Well, church bells ringing. All right, so yeah, this is progress. Not everything I need to do. Let's get rid of that comment there. I don't know why response. I must have been a copy paste. Yeah, so the last thing I'm going to have to do is it's probably not going to be too bad, but I'm a little tired, so I don't want to think about it. Because right now it uses the auth like subcommands to get your auth token. So I'm just going to have to see like what is like the way that auth status and auth token actually work. Like, do they just read environment variables? Like, how does that actually do? So this is fine though. Initialize repository labels, OctoKit. Yeah, so I'm going to have to update tests. So I think this is good progress for now. Update docs and most of the way through source. Git push. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Also, just update the PR description replaces the end user dependency on GH, the GitHub CLI with more manual OctoKit calls. It's a bit less convenient this way, but it's more type safe and means users don't need to have some random GitHub utility installed to use the template. Yay. Which reminds me, actually, I've been meaning to file it. Issue's 50. Okay, not bad. I've been meaning to file an issue. I've been wanting to use this template more flexibly, and there's a skip GitHub API option. They're like skip API options, but there's no way to add an option to skip file system modific changes. So right now, you can use this template to skip in a way that skips API calls, e.g. --offline / skip GitHub API. But if you just want to update the API calls for an existing repo, the steps are a little manual. Like you have to run the migrator locally, reset all changes. It'd be nice to have an option to skip making any changes to the file system, so you don't need to. Actually, options need to run step 2. I wonder, yeah, should this be split into 2? Like file system changes, core file system changes, and also all contributors generation? Not sure. Anyway, I'm going to say accepting PRs, but I want to do this because I want to think on it a bit, so assigning to myself. And that is the last thing I will work on today. Just part of the way through that one. Also filed an issue on myself for later, adding a CLI option to skip file system changes. Good stuff. Anyway, this was a pleasure, folks. I don't have any time, so I'm not going to do my normal outro over a few minutes, but let's find someone to raid. But this was a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out. And for those who are coming in now and weren't at the beginning and don't know what's happening, hi, I'm Josh. I'm an open source maintainer. I work on projects such as create-typescript-app and more notably TypeScript ESLint. Let's raid someone. Yeah, for sure. I would love that very much. Oh, tea time. TypeScript tea time's doing his game dev. I see. That's exciting. Yeah, raid in 3 seconds. Cheers, y'all. Bye.